Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of this Let's Play Victoria 2. This is the March of the Vikings, and we are Nytungvik. In the last episode, we basically did the early recovery from crazy game mechanics-ness, and we are now well on the way to basically improving our place in the world. We have cleared our debt already in the last episode, so we can now start actually tweaking our economy a little bit more, so that we not just going into horrible debt. We have also finished building most of the troops that we had ordered up, which is awesome, so it means we actually have a standing army. So let's go and tell you guys to go and sit somewhere in the middle. I am then going to order up a couple artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll go up to 20. 20 artillery. Artillery will be expensive. We may not have access to the artillery pieces because I think there was a fair amount of competition over artillery. Oh no, it's not in high demand anymore. Price has in fact shrunk. Good. Wow, price of arms has completely just died off. This is probably when the loads of wars were happening, but those wars have since ended. So that's gone down. What about the price of all this stuff here? Consumer goods are still really high. Furniture is relatively high. Coffee's high. Fish isn't. What's that? Opium. It's high. Oh, I'm the opium producer, aren't I? I should probably double check what goods we're producing. Wine is high. Liquor is high. Regular clothing. Clothing is the thing which I'm pretty sure people are lacking right now. There just isn't enough clothing production because there are no factories. Okay. RGOs. Where are they? It's one of these. RGO output. What are we making? I can't tell. There we go. This is tea. We're making lots of tea. I approve of this. And we have a little bit of coal. Not very much. So when we do industrialise, we'll have to import that. Opium. Opium production's up there mostly. Interesting. The different colours determine how much is being produced. So loads of opium is being produced up there. Not very much down here. Are there any other coal regions? Oh, okay, coal is up here. So we're definitely going to have to expand up into the Chi territories, I think. What else? Cotton. We have some cotton for clothing. That's good. We have silk as well for luxury clothing. Awesome. Have a little bit of wood. Good. We don't seem to have much food production. And by a little, I mean we have basically no food production. There's some over here. So we're going to be importing food, I think. Yeah, a lot of the food's up here. I'm kind of surprised by how little food is being produced. What about fish? Right, fruit's coming from over there. Fish, there we are. Nope, nothing on our coast whatsoever. Okay, cool. The next thing I wanted to double check are the relations between these nations. So you are allied with India and Jin, that's unfortunate. You're allied with Chi, that's unfortunate. You're allied with Champa and Kamarupa. We could potentially go after Siam and start expanding in that direction. And then Shun, you're allied with Jin, Kosala, and Volga, Bulgaria, apparently. Interesting, interesting. You're allied with Siam, Kamrut, and Kosala. Who's Numaland allied with? Nobody. Oh, you didn't get your alliance with Mordgard. Oh dear. That does not bode well for you. They are 36th. We are now 15th, so we are well and truly a secondary power, which means that the great powers will be kind of fighting for us in terms of sphere of influence. We don't yet have access to that ourselves, but that should be coming. Genoa is industrializing rapidly. Navarrese company is currently the biggest. Mordgard and Genoa have the same, Byzantines have a bit. India has a bit. I'll be watching that industry with interest, because that's definitely going to be making a difference on how things are going. Okay, we're getting a debt again. Haven't changed anything, though. Why am I getting into debt? Well, it should end soon. Once we have the stock exchange, it'll be fine. Right, you definitely need to split up, split up, split up. Yeah, that'll probably do. Units of 17. Split you. Split you. And see who hasn't actually been added yet. I mean, our infrastructure is going to be atrocious, so getting more troops out is going to be a real pain. Or getting troops moving around is going to be a real pain. You can go over there. You can go over there. You can go there. And you can go there. I'm not going to bother naming armies after people in this, I don't think. Just because that's a constantly shifting shifting mire of craziness. I think we're going to grab experimental railroads now so we can see if we can get some railroad expansion going. We should have fairly decent access to resources now that we're a pretty large secondary power. As long as we keep our 18th place. If we keep on building troops, we will retain that position. And if we start building some factories, that is the other thing that we need to look at, actually, is factory production. So we want to save up some money and start these factories going. So, production. We are going to want... What was in here? Factory. We want a cement factory. Build. Now let's see if we can get the resources for it. We are currently... Yeah, we got it all. It's under construction. Okay, that bodes very well. That means that we're going to be able to get those supplies really quite rapidly. So how much is the next factory? We probably want clothing factories. They cost 20,000. Bloody hell, those aren't cheap. Because the cost of those is so high. Eesh. Alright, well, at least we can afford it. We're taxing our people to like breaking point, but we must industrialize. So let's get the regular clothing factory. We probably need a fabric factory as well. We could probably do that down here where we were producing cotton. Where was the cotton production? It was over there. What state is that? Beer halls! Yay! This is Nytungvik, Guangxi. Which is that one. Fabric factory. Build. Excellent. We're starting to get some craftsmen appearing. We're starting to get some clerks appearing. Marvellous. Alright, alright. Glass. We don't really produce much coal, and the only input required in glass production is coal, so I'm not going to do that. Winery requires glass and fruit. We're fairly close to fruit production areas. Liquor is glass and grain. Yeah, we don't have any of those raw materials, really. Crisis in Genoa failed to enlist international interest. I think we might just build another fabric factory, because they tend to be pretty good for money production. So let's just do that. And we'll see how we do with these 4 factories being finished. Alright, we can definitely tone down the amount of taxation we have going. It looks like you're struggling the most, so we're going to go down to about 80% tax for you, 80% tax for you, and we'll leave it at that. And I wish to increase my education spending to maximum. We are still earning a tiny bit of money. That's fine. More liberals, more reactionary. That's what I was hoping for. Elections are starting. Cool. Are we building the artillery? We are. We have. Oh, excellent. Yeah, our army is really quite good. We're 17th again, though. So we're dropping off the secondary powers list. Genoa's dropped off. Kridriki is 4th. Wow, they've jumped massively. Probably because they've rapidly militarized. Mordgard's still 2nd. Byzantine Empire is taking off, though Mordgard's industry is taking off. Look at that, 18. Navarrese Company, 21. Yeah, my test game, it was between the Navarrese Company and Mordgard for the most industry. Alright, I think that we want to basically just continue building these, so let's get 10 cavalry or so. And then let's get another 10 artillery, and then we'll fill up with infantry. Something along those lines. Marvellous. We're spending a bunch of money on equipment, but that's fine. Against Champa by Siam. Military spending debated in Nytungvik. Right now, it's split between all 3. The liberals believe in anti-military. We definitely want the reactionary Liberal Party rather than the straight-up Liberals, but that's not available yet. So I think we're going to have to go anti-military to keep them happy. Or we can just go pro-military instead of Jingo. We should perhaps do something about that. A major report that most of the soldiers' weapons are nearly worn out and wants someone to go over and see if they can be scrapped. To provide soldiers with new weapons would cost more than the than the current budget for the military can cope with. We should probably do something about that. Yeah, We'll take a look at it. We may not actually add anything, but we'll certainly look at it. It will be investigated. Right, let's select all of our troops, and then we'll get rid of the 15 stacks. In fact, those are going to be artillery. Where you are already in a stack, I'm just going to group you. Doesn't look like there are many places where they are just in a stack, though. No, that's someone else's territory. I would like you to go here. Group. Okay, let's do this manually then, I guess. You two can go there. You can go there. You can go there. You can group. You can go there. You two can go here. You can go here. You can go here. And we'll see how that looks. I have a feeling we're going to have some armies which are just loads of artillery. Actually, it's not looking too bad. The future of the economy. Economic policy debated in Nytungvik. The election debates in Nytungvik have been going on for a few days now, and the issue that seems to be becoming the determining factor for the outcome of the election is, perhaps unsurprisingly, the economy. Several theories are being advanced, but the voters want a clear statement on government policy. How will the government make sure that every Nytungvikan citizen has a chicken in the pot during the coming term of office? Decisive arguments for laissez-faire. We want more liberalism. Let the country develop itself. Right, how are we doing for artillery ratios? You could do with artillery. You could do it just splitting in half, and we'll add you to someone else. And then you. Good. Then as these guys get built, we can just add them to the armies too. Friendly Society. The so-called Friendly Society has been established in one of our provinces. The Friendly Society is a loose association of people often working in the same or similar trades as each other, dedicated to providing members of mutual economic assistance in the forms of unemployment insurance, loans and cooperative banking. The Friendly Society claims that it isn't a trade union, but rather a cooperative or a bank, but some hawks within the cabinet fear that the organisation is merely a front for socialist union activities. All poor strata lose militancy and gain consciousness. Yeah, make you more liberal. Although you don't have the right to vote right now, so that might backfire slightly, sorta, kinda. Wow, our tax income has definitely risen. I think we're going to need to tax you more, though. Because my deficit is still too big. I don't want to go into debt again. Coalition of Conservative and Reactionaries got 71% of the vote. Liberals got almost 30% though, which makes me happy. And I would very much like to pay off this debt, but while we're kind of still teetering, I don't think we can do that. We have railroads. Alright, we're going to have to go on a railroad production spree. Early railroads? I mean, railroads are so powerful that we probably... No, wait, we were lacking something. Hold on. Malthusian thought. More education efficiency. Can't believe I forgot that. Oh no, research points. Idealism. Crap. Dropped the ball on that one. Right, you guys are still kind of huffing and puffing about building stuff. I want to build more railroads. And for this, I'm going to need money. Sorry, not sorry. We're going to drop you to 60% again. We're going to repay this loan because I don't like having loans. And then we're going to start working on that. Okay, we got our first factory, I think. I just heard that coming. We have indeed got 2 of our factories done. We could really need to encourage craftsmen. So let's make sure we do that. It's in our most populous provinces, right? Ah, we can do it here. Encourage. Actually, where are the current ones? Remove. And remove. Fujian. Encourage craftsmen. I've built these in places without actually looking at the population levels. That was a mistake. Oh well. Okay. Budget. Massively increasing. Let's get railroads going down here, if we can. Control and build is everything in the state. That's what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, the hills are making it rather more difficult to build these railroads than I would like. Much more difficult. Turns out this area is quite hilly. Conservatives lost some, reactionaries gained, liberals gained a tiny amount. Are the railroads actually getting built? They are. Excellent. And that will really help with the movement of goods and therefore the efficiency of our factories. Minority building restrictions. In our efforts to assimilate our EU provinces into the Nytungvik state, bright minds within our administration have come up with the idea to restrict the rights of the EU minority, and others to construct buildings and own land. While this measure will be extremely unpopular amongst the minorities, it will most likely hasten the assimilation process. Do we want to implement building restrictions? Yes. Assimilate. Assimilate. You will be assimilated. And the other thing I wanted to perhaps look at is potentially a war against Siam, because you have no allies. I wish to acquire a state. I think we're getting to the stage where we can start doing this. And the other thing I probably should be doing is improving my relations with my allies to make sure they actually have my back during a fight. Especially Mordgard. They freaking love me though. Probably not a huge problem. Cool. Oh wow, we've dropped to 24th. Oh dear. Like I said, it's going to be very unstable in terms of the rankings. The Byzantines have a huge army. Blimey. Oh, you know what we're lacking? We have no ships. That's probably what's also costing us. We could totally build some ships. Let's get 1, 2, 3... No, we'll get some... 6 men of war. 17 frigates. 7... No, we don't need that many clippers. We'll wait on the clippers. I just cancelled a man of war. Damn it. And I don't know where that would have been. Fusao. There we go. Fusao, whatever. Right. Armies are being built. Justification is going. We have a silly amount of money. I wish to have a look at the infrastructure map mode. And that is built everywhere. Okay, let's reduce our taxing again. Or maybe we'll keep it at 90% so we can pay the teachers. It's probably a good idea. Roughly balanced, I would say. Roughly balanced. It'll do. It'll do. Alright, the last of the factories is almost finished, so that's the other thing we can do. Let's try and get another factory going. I really wish I could rate this by population. So where is the biggest population? It is Nytungvik and Ziyang. Here. Can build factories? No. Oh right, because we're conservative again. We could probably and should probably just change. King's prerogative. Pisses people off, but I want to be more aggressive in pursuing what we're building. Let's have a look at the trade and see what the value of these items are. Cement is slowly coming down, but it's still worth quite a lot. Cloth is worth tons, so we probably want more fabrics. Clothing? Where's clothing? Clothing is also worth tons, so I think we're going to get one of each. We'll build a... I don't think it really matters. We'll build a fabric factory here. Then the next most populous is Shaozu. So we'll build something there. This would be clothing. Except that we need 20,000 for it. We'll wait a while. we'll get it. The mission to Siam. In a rather embarrassing blunder, several of our soldiers in uniforms of Siam had been caught while trying to sneak across the border. While the rumours that their task was to stage a border incident to justify our invasion are totally unfounded, it would be wise not to provide any fresh fuel for the fire right now. Fair enough. Oh crap. Oh, no, it was detected for 7 infamy. So we only gained 7 infamy rather than the 11, which I think was what it was promising. That's fine. We can still take the state. We are once again losing money. We just need a bigger tax base. How are the factories doing? Losing me money generally, and I am subsidising them. But that's mostly because we just don't have the population in place yet. We're getting more craftsmen. Maybe we've tried to industrialise a little too rapidly. Because we're just going to have empty factories, which do nobody any good. Okay, we're making money again at least. That is definitely ticking up. We are now 20th. This game is hard, yo. India's 8th ecumenical patriarch, Navarrese company. Chi is the 5th greatest power. Oh dear. No, Chi and Navarrese keep switching though. Italy's 3rd, Mordgard is 2nd, Byzantines are still 1st. And for some reason, Mordgard has Canada in their sphere. That's funny. Why Canada? Oh, actually Canada's Norse, isn't it? It used to be like a Swedish colony or something. It's tiny. Culture, 100% Icelandic. Oh right, that's the other thing I can do, is I can check cultures here. Mostly Malay, but there is a fair amount of Icelandic here. Probably about a quarter? Solris Oyama is going to be mostly Japanese, but there is some Icelandic. Not a huge amount, but some. Doesn't tell religion though. What about up here? I'm going to guess that this is like mostly Icelandic. Yeah, 100%. Yay, Norse. No other groups appeared. What about Batids? Or up here? Where was... Bilge? Because Bilge was Norse, wasn't it? Pretty sure. There's a fair amount. And also down here, this was also, yeah, very Norse. Large Norse populations in Byzantium. Cool. Continue. Getting distracted by all the cool little details here. Okay, population's growing again. That is excellent. You have probably too much money. We have the CB. So... Siam, declare war, acquire state. What do we want from them? Siamese Tonkin, probably. Or Amman. We probably want Annam, actually. Let's have a look at the production. So this is mostly grain. Actually, that's good, because that means that we can start building liquor distillations, because we'll have a grain supply. That's Nin... Oh, we're going to have to take... Oh, that's mine. Yeah, I think we're going to go for Annam. We'll just take this coastline. Also gives us access to a little tobacco. And more coastline for more ships. Okay, we'll do that. And we have a border with them, most importantly. Declare war, acquire state, and requires 28 war score. So, rather than what we were doing in the Germany game, we're going to be doing lots of little wars rather than 1 or 2 big ones, because it's way more efficient in terms of infamy. So our infamy count is at 6%. If we make this peace deal, then it will increase further. I can't check that right now. Okay, we need our armies to start marching. I'm just grouping you guys up. We didn't do a very good job at consolidating our forces. Let's just say all of you lot, and that should be all I need, really. Come down here. And then you join that, you join that. You guys come down here. You can join the armies that are heading down south. You make your way back here, otherwise you'll just get destroyed. Oh crap, you know what I've forgotten to do? Army maintenance. Whoopsie. But then he doesn't have much either. No. Yes, now we outnumber them. Once more onto the breach, my friends. And let us fill their breach with enemy dead. Not our own, because that would suck. Victory! Okay, so if we put an army... Oh, we have several armies. One there. One there. One there. One there. And sure, why not? One there. Then we're nicely spread out. We start besieging their territories down. We should have enough troops still in reserve to counter anything that they may try and send at us. Although we're still losing battles, apparently. Okay. Oh, you are intercepted. That's annoying. Large army coming in. We're going to have to reinforce. I think it might well be worth bringing you guys down here. So I can feed in further reinforcements if we need to. Whoops. You going there? You are. Yeah, I've not been looking at army composition whatsoever, and I really should be. I'm just kind of expecting my armies to be better than theirs. Or at least to have more troops that we can just throw at them. That's important too. I mean, they're at a -2 here. This is a very good place for us to be fighting. We just need you guys to keep on arriving. Apparently we are having to use our massive military superiority here. Wait, we're at war with India? How the... what? How'd that happen? India intervened. I thought they could only do that on great powers. Oh, for Pete's sake. You need to arrive soon. Oh, crap. Why'd you go that way? Come on. Get here before we break. Yes. What are the odds in this fight? No, this... Oh, show me the damn fight. Thank you. We're on a -2 there. Probably not the kind of odds I actually want to fight. I told you guys where you are. Oh man, we took a massive beating here. Go and win that battle if you can. Tax efficiency, plus 1%. Good. Because India joined, I might just have to piece them out. Okay, victory. Go and attack them. You go and attack them. You go and attack that. You stay there. Yeah, you stay there. I don't have the troops to continue this. I can't believe that India joined. What the actual hell? Look how many casualties we've taken. This is disgusting. They just have too many troops for us. We can't win this. Yeah, we're out. We're done. Oh, fuck you, India. They would not... What? Oh, status quo. If we complete this war goal, we gain 5 prestige. If we fail to achieve... Oh, yeah. That's them, not us. Oh, bloody hell, that was painful. That's reduced our military capacity by 30 units. Right, well, next time I'm taking Mordgard with me. See how you like that. Okay, well, let's reduce our spending again. At least the army's going to be a bit cheaper for a while. And we can now do these. Trade unions all allowed, which will mean more social reform. Except that bit us in the arse previously. We can outlaw slavery. Do secret ballots. We've actually got a very progressive country here. Surprisingly so. We'll go trade unions. We're a progressive liberal state. Just like Prussia. Oh, for Pete's sake, I can't believe that went so badly. I'm still amazed that they were able to join in the war. I don't understand why. I'm not a great power. I'm definitely not a great power. I'm slipped down to 27th because of that. At least we didn't lose any stuff. Oh, wow. Italy is kicking the living daylights out of Genoa and Austrasia. Look at all the stuff they're demanding. Far less conservative, far more liberal. Okay, good. Ugh. Horrible. Alright, we're going to have to increase soldier spending so we can encourage more people to join the military. Which is super annoying. How are the factories doing? They're filling up pretty nicely, actually. Let's remove that focus. And that one will go down to the really big countries, which is down here. We'll make you craftsman. And sure, one of you two. We need fabric in order to make anything else, so let's focus the fabric. It's making us some money, but we're probably struggling a little bit to bring in the raw materials we need. Because of our rating being so low. Oh, I can't believe India in... Why? Why would you do that? Why? Ah! And in fact, we have gone over time, so I'm going to have to say thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this episode, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. If you have any tips or advice for me, then let me know in the comments. And if you would like to support the channel in other ways, check out my Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.